It is really Boss in Hollywood here on live stream and at BossmanShow.com, bringing you the first of our 2 spring FUI specials with my man who's been with us since day one, doing this for damn near a decade, the man himself, Hollywood. Alec, what is good, my good brother?
Yes, my people, it is I, and I'm back. What do you think about that? And we've got the best of the very best in the FUI material. We got emails, man. We got the whole thing, bro. So I'm just telling you, sit tight. It's going to be one hell of a show. You don't want to miss this.
You got that right. This may be some of our best emails and worse at the same time yet, based on what we read off the air.
Oh, my God. Look, we're not going to disappoint any of you. I tell you that we've got some heavy-hitting stuff right here. Y'all gonna love this. I promise you. So stay tuned. We're gonna give you what you want. That's the FUI report. We got emails. Got it. We got it all, bro. We got it all.
Yes, indeed. And we got a lot of material for you too. And I'm gonna hit you all with material item 1. Hollywood has material as well for you guys, but we got this
God.
Hollywood. No food, no drink, no watermelon. Black 7th graders racially profiled at a Boston art museum.
Unbelievable that this still, I mean, let's keep it real. We can't be shocked. I'm not surprised. You know, I don't know anybody who would be surprised right now in the climate that we're living in. No food, no drink, no watermelon, though. Really?
Exactly.
Like, what was that? What was that supposed to be? No food, no drink, no watermelon. Like, we have to take it there?
Really Boston. And Boston has a history of racist behavior. A plethora of history of Boston being racist.
Oh, my God. You know, that's why I said, like, it's not a surprise. It is absolute FUI behavior. And we're going to report on it, just like we just did. You understand? There's no room anymore for that garbage. It's old. You know what I'm saying? And it's FUI to the fullest. You know. So Boston needs to get it together. I don't even know the name of the art museum, but get it together. It's an art museum. You know, it's supposed to be held to a certain standard because it's showcasing art.
Exactly.
And that comes from, you know, all walks of life. So, well, we're jumping right into it right now. That's straight up FUI. That's undeniable FUI.
Undeniable.
I'm gonna. Oh my God. Here's a good one right here, brother. Shake my head. Rachel Roy claims Kush smoker Dame Dash is emotionally abusive, gets high around daughters, and scares them. You believe that?
FUI, yeah. Dame Dash is FUI for sure.
That he is, but well, I don't know. I mean, maybe he does. You know what I'm saying? But I can't see somebody constantly smoking Kush and even having the energy to run around trying to scare his daughters of. But you know,
it could be laced. It could be laced though.
Well, I mean, if that's what he's doing, I mean, I hope not. I hope he ain't going out like that. Not Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the money squad or whatever? You know, get money. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like,
get high.
Dude, come on. Like, for real? You know? I mean, I know I know, like, the emotionally abusive part, based upon what I've seen, from Dame Dash over time, that could very well be true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the show was. I forget what the show was. I don't know if it was some type of Big Brother type show or whatever, with him, and I guess it was his brothers or something like that. And, like, he was punishing them, like, literally giving them the business all on TV. And it was crazy. So, I mean, that's a possibility. But gets high around daughters and scares them.
Whoa, damn.
Like, he gets high and just comes out like, booty, booty. Rockefeller, y'all. I mean,
hey, dude, really, Dame? Come on, Dame. Let me be building that Dame.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
I mean, if that's what it is, man, come on, dude, shape up. Let's get back. Let's get back to the I get the money Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? I'm minding my business, and let me just get this money and, buy apartments in Paris.
Please,
whatever.
Let's return to that, please. I want to hear about emotionally abusive and getting high around doors and scaring them. That's just over the top.
It's hilarious if you ask me. It's like, man, if that's what you're actually finding, if that's what you're actually spending your time on, that's not worth a second, I mean, there's always two sides to every story, but if that's what the case may be, get back to the money, please. All right, what's oh my God, yeah. What's this right here? For discussion, viral video of young unarmed black man escaping arrest to a cheering crowd sparks controversy over cop compliance. Now, I saw this video. I saw the video. And I'd be lying if I said that when the young man broke free in jets, like, I didn't start cheering too, like I did.
I cheered too.
I did. I was cheering, dude. There was a couple of hell yes in there, because here's why, because I know that today's police, in over the past, I don't know, I want to say almost close to 7 or 8 years, maybe even longer. We've just seen a progression of police aggression. You know what I'm saying? We've seen more of our rights being trampled on. But what I will say here is that we see a more overwhelming number of young people who are actually studying their rights because they know that their survival could depend on it. And, of course, the usage of, camera phones and, the phone and going on live and all this other stuff, all these social media platforms, have now become almost watchdog type situations, or cop watch, whatever you want to say, to police the police. And that's what, can nobody tell me, that 6 months or whatever, how much, you can't fit law training or education in criminal justice, whatever you want to say, into 6 months of training.
Sure can.
I mean, you can, what, it takes a cosmetologist how long? A year and a half, 2 years?
Correct.
Are you kidding? But these guys are going to come around and try to enforce laws.
You understand? And they trample all over your laws as if they don't know anything about what they're enforcing. And a lot of them really don't. A lot of them really don't know what they're enforcing. They're just out there stopping random black folks and are usurping money out of their pockets. Or killing, or thieving, or whatever the case may be. Or planting, or this, that, and the third. And we've seen it a million times, man. The proof is in the pudding.
Damn right.
You understand? We know, you know what I'm saying? It is a fact. It is a fact that an FBI report stated that there is a growing number of Klan activity. Like they have neo-Nazis joining the police force and Klansmen joining the police force. What you think they gonna do?
Use that badge and gun to afflict their hate on us.
That's right. Especially if they know that they're protected.
What I do is say I feel threatened and they get off via a jury
That's
trial.
right. For anything. It could be anything. They just had a video that I saw not that long ago with a young man in his car. The cop tells him, turn your car off. He goes to turn his car off. The guy yells out, he's got a gun. What? As soon as this cat goes to turn his car off, he's got a gun. Basically, setting this kid up for the kill. And the kid had to put his hands out the window. Man, I ain't got no gun. My hand's out the window. Really? Like that's what it is now? It's unbelievable. These cats get a... My father. With my sorry ass life.
Exactly.
You understand? And then that turns into something else. Mega FUI. Damn. You understand? Because the bottom line is, it may not help you. Because if one of these psychopaths out there is hell bent on killing you, what you gonna do?
Exactly.
Besides try to survive, which is what this young kid that we're talking about now, that's basically what he did. That's what it's gonna turn into. Just escape by any means. Because you want to know what? The bottom line is I got to survive. And I'm going to survive by any means necessary. Okay, moving on. All right, here we go. No love in Calabasas. What? Kylie Jenner says Jordan Woods effed up Tristan Thompson cheating scandal. He effed up in Tristan Thompson's cheating scandal. Oh, Lord. Can you elaborate on some of this while I catch my breath and get some water?
Well, yeah, old Tristan Thompson, man, he got caught knocking off Jordan Woods, cheating on Khloe Kardashian with Kylie's best friend, and Kylie's mad at Jordan for messing off with her sister's baby daddy, Tristan, who has not seen a hole he don't like. He waters any hole he can find. And Tristan was doing Tristan things and got her done, and he got found out, and the Kardashian clan had a whole brouhaha about on keeping up with the Kardashians on social media, making the rounds, and getting sympathy for Khloe in their dramatic fashion that they always do stuff.
Of course, and quite natural. I don't know if I have any real thoughts on this one, other than I, at this point, don't see what the fascination. I mean, I don't understand at this point the fascination with the entire Jenner Kardashian thing right now. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. It's like, this is just flat out goofy. Like, I don't know what it's all for anymore.
Exactly.
Like, hasn't the run been long? Has not the run been long enough? I mean, don't you all just want... Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's almost as if anytime I see the name Jenner, okay, which was a lot of, 80s kids, he wasn't like a hero per se, but it was somebody that we saw. This is Bruce Jenner. You understand? No matter what the choices that he made are, it's almost like this family and these two names, Kardashian and Jenner, are always embroiled in some kind of malarkey. And it's almost like it's so old. It's almost wrestling-ish. If I'm even saying that correctly. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
very staged. You have your heels, you have your faces. It's a constant storyline going on. It's always they find anything they can to keep in the news, to keep that show going. So Tristan acting a fool gave them some more content for their season.
Right. It's almost like you could put a box of cornflakes in one of their hands, and they're going to turn that into a drama. And it's almost sad to look at right now. Like, to the point, I don't watch anything Kardashian. You understand? And I don't, it's just, please retire.
Yes.
And I know I might get some flack.
Ridiculous as he's also ridiculous. Tristan Thompson is like, dude, really? You're an FUI of the highest order. That's all you are.
Oh my God!
Like,
I mean, it's almost like there. You give him what he wants. You give him what he wants. Like it's almost as he's turned into an expected shenanigan puller.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's overshadowing anything else that you've done.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, dude, really?
Like, stop.
Really, Tristan? And this season, he averaged a career low 29 minutes a game. He averaged 10.9 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, and 2 assists a game in Cleveland's 19-win season this year. So he wasn't helping on the court either.
Right. You see that? You see that? I don't even know this cat's stats. But I know he's an FUI.
Exactly.
I know he's an FUI because of what I see, you know what I'm saying, like in the news and on social media, all that crap That was basically what I was just saying. Like, we know you for being FUI, but I don't know you for putting that ball in the hoop.
That's a common theme of Cal players. One unnamed I won't mention. It seems like Cal players are not known for their play on the court, but their FUI shenanigans off the court, obviously.
Man. And that's a shame when you're more known for being in FUI than you are a baller. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get it together, leave it alone. All right. Man, this is just getting worse and worse. I can tell you that.
Got that right.
What is it? Okay, arrest. Oh, we're about to get started right here. Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Jr., popped for allegedly punching his trifling father.
Terrible.
Okay, what context are we using? Pop, did he get arrested?
Yes.
He did.
They had to go to a family court about him popping on his dad because he wants Wendy to pay him alimony.
Yeah, that was a messy situation. But dude, like, oh my God. Okay. Granted, like, I really don't know the backstory behind why they split. I kind of saw like little snippets of a Wendy Williams interview, kind of talking about, putting it out there a little bit, but I don't know why. Other than what Kevin is trifling. Was he cheating or what?
Yeah, he has a mistress and a whole baby.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, that's heavy. I mean, especially as far as like the gossip queen in royalty, and now this crap here. I've always said that, it's the old adage, you reap what you sow. And I'm not saying that she deserved that, you know what I'm saying? But the shenanigans the FUI-ism that you put out there will come back in double FUI-ism.
Got that right.
You understand? So if you put out FUI energy into the atmosphere, it's going to come back in some form or fashion. And all I can remember was like that interview that she did with Whitney Houston when Whitney said she would show up at the radio station. She actually did. Like, you basically made a career on putting people on blast.
And now you're on blast now.
Now
you got a drug addiction, or going through a bad divorce, or your kids fighting your soon-to-be ex-husband. You're still messing with those rocks. It's not so good.
And I remember what she did to Method Man. I remember seeing that interview where the guy interviewed Method Man, and dude, like, I saw the pain on his face when he found out that Wendy Williams actually outed his wife. And his wife, like, I think she had cancer. And they didn't want anybody to know. And that guy told Method Man that, yeah, she outed your wife. And I saw, like, his face. Like, the pain on that fool's face, it was unbelievable, and it turned to anger. Now, I don't know how they settled that. It was a while back. I don't know how they settled that, man. But, dude, like, that's heinous.
You know what I'm saying? That man did not want that to be known. And it wasn't known until she put it out there. Like, so, you know, all in all, I'm not telling anybody anything they don't know. Especially not on this show. We got all kinds of junk. You know what I'm saying? We get all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We get reactions. We get causes. The whole 12. Yo, what happened?
We are back live. My man Hollywood got zapped in the old school way. He got zapped, bro.
Man.
You got zapped, bro.
Dude, I was just sitting up there running off at the mouth like an idiot.
You know, when it gets real, they like the zap us. You know, that's from day one. We get too real, they zap us.
You already know. That used to be the good stuff then. Like, we was really going ham then. We were like super young and just going colossal then. You understand? I mean, we got some stuff here, but the stuff that we used to do, like, for the other guys over there, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on blast. Yeah. Kevin Hunter blames Wendy Williams for bad relationship with son instead of having... Yeah. You said he ain't learned. He ain't learned. Kevin Hunter reportedly bad-mouthing Wendy Williams over parking lot scuffle with son. Oh, my God, yeah.
He's up
just
there.
Like I was saying, you know.
He's up there for FUIs, boy. He's up there, boy. Kevin Hunter is up there.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. He's really, I mean, he's getting the business, that's for sure. I mean, you're just messing up. You know.
Repeatedly messing up, repeatedly. Like, we had 3 reports in a row on you. 3 in a row on you.
Oh, yeah, bro.
3 of a kind.
And
like,
just
really?
Man. And just like I said, I mean, I'm not bad-mouthing her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what she does. But what I'm saying is facts. You know what I'm saying? The energy you put out there, you know, you got to watch what you're doing. There's a way to do it, you know. If that's what you do, there's a way to pull that off. You know what I'm saying? I've never really had the stomach, you know, for her show. I remember when she was actually doing the pilot for the show. I used to watch the show. It was pretty good then. You know what I'm saying? It was good. But after that, like, it's kind of painful watching it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, the same old. After a while, it just gets old. You know, just like with anything in that arena. A lot of times you just get tired of hearing it. Same old song and dance, you know. But, hey, it is what it is. What's next, bro?
We got this. Hating to the bank. Cantankerous country soup cookies boycott Lil Nas X's Cash Cow collaboration with Wrangler jeans because the country boys don't want a black man wearing their Wranglers. With his new hit song, Old Town Road, with old Billy Ray Cyrus from the Achy Breaky Heart fame.
Oh, yeah. I love these little white victim tears, if I can say that.
Yes, you can.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just, they don't want a black dude doing nothing in their arena. You understand? But if that's the case, like, what do you call Elvis?
Or Eminem. Vanilla
or
Ice.
Eminem.
Bubba Sparks.
Vanilla Ice.
Stagger
We can do this all day. You understand?
Robin Thicke. Sam Smith.
Emily. My boy is going off. But, I mean, we could do this all day. You understand? And I'm talking about with the endorsement. Scott Storch. I mean, he don't sing, but he's a musician who specializes in what?
Beats. Producing.
Hip-hop.
Songwriting. In the hip-hop arena.
And he goes hard.
You understand? So let's not get it twisted. You understand? If Billy Ray Cyrus can get with the program enough to try to get his career back off the ground, if that's what he's trying to do. I mean, he never really went out. He's just been doing different things. You know what I'm saying? But if that song, which is, I mean, it's ridiculous right now.
Number 1 on the Billboard charts. 6 weeks in a row.
You understand?
Number 1 on Billboard. It's going on week 6. Will be week 7 next week. Number 1 on all the Billboard charts. Every chart, number 1 song of all songs right now is Old Town Road remix with Billy Ray Cyrus.
So that just tells you. This cat just came up with an idea and went ham with it. And, I mean, that's what he's going to be known for. He did a country rap tune.
Yes. And
made it.
His song is better than anything Pipes ever put out, I must say.
Oh, man. Dude. Let me tell you something. Oh, my God. You could have gave Pipes, Timbaland, Missy, Dre, who else? With, man, we could go down the line. You could have, man, rest in peace. You could have gave Pipes J Dilla. And the song still would have been whack. You understand? Still would have been whack. It doesn't matter. And I said Dilla. You understand? Hip-hop purists know what I'm talking about. Like Monster Beatsmith, legendary Beatsmith. You could have gave him all kinds of beats. I don't give a... Man, look. It's going to be whack, Chief. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to say? I got the bit. You can get the business. Word is bond. Word to your mother. Man, get out of here, man.
Oh, here you go. I'm going to get my biz at the Point House. Tag team cousins and South. That's something he'll try to do. Something dumb. They know how Pipes is. Yeah, like tag team cousins with the business. That whole Mother Goose kindergarten rhymes he does. But look, the little song is catchy. Like, it's catchy. I don't like country music, but I like that song. A country hip hop song to me would get my attention. Like, I can deal with it with a hip hop beat. I can deal with that old leash Scraggs and Earl Scruggs, that old bluegrass honky tonk country. I will puke.
Right.
But the Old Town Road with Lil Nas X, that hip hop beat, and I can get with that. I can bring that in my car, and I feel like I'm a fool.
Right. That's why they call it a mashup. It's like Jay-Z and Linkin Park. You mash them up, you don't know what you're gonna get, but you just mash them up and take a chance. He took a chance, and it was a winner. And now he's getting an endorsement.
He set for life of one song.
Right.
He never do another song. He set for life.
Oh, dude. But look at how many endorsements that Eminem got. Like by fashionable hip-hop companies. You know what I'm saying? Fashionable gear companies like Echo, for instance. It's the same thing. And now y'all all butthurt because he's going to do an ad with Wrangler? Wrangler's smart because they know where the money is.
Exactly.
The company's been doing this for years. What you mean? Doing this for years with black folks. You know what I'm saying? White folks is kind of late. But they've been doing this with black folks for years. We're just too cool.
Exactly.
And
now you can get black dollars now because Lil Nas X can tap into the black dollar market. We want to support his line of jeans. So we will buy Wranglers when we wouldn't really buy them. We would buy them now. You know, I bought them at Kohl's before because I buy myself at Kohl's. So I bought Wranglers before without Lil Nas X. But now guys just go to Kohl's or Penny's or Dillard's or Macy's now and buy them some Wranglers. Lil Nas X and that Old Town Road. Something. Our brothers are banging in their cars right now.
Well, in Louisiana, you know, where I'm at, they already wear Wrangler. Black Cats been wearing Wrangler. You know what I'm saying? We got black cowboys out here. That's what they do. They've been on it. Justin Boots and all that. Been on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just going to make it a bigger market now. Look at what Adidas. Look at what Run DMC did with Adidas.
Let's think about that. You understand? Shell-toe Adidas are still being sold by the millions worldwide. Shell-toe Adidas. Just because of what two brothers did on a stage in the dress that they chose to put on. You know what I'm saying? The clothes, the gear. Look what they did. Look at what Snoop did with the Chuck Taylor. You know what I'm saying? All blue Chucks and all. Cats started wearing Chuck Taylors. I remember when I was living in Dallas. I don't know who was wearing Chuck Taylors around that time. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tum Tum. Peace out to, piece of Tum Tum, Tumzilla in Dallas. He was busting some Chuck Taylors, and everybody started wearing Chuck Taylors again. I think he was the one, if I'm not mistaken. One of them cats was wearing Chuck Taylors, and everybody started busting Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's the way it is, and I'm actually happy to see it. When was the last time you heard something from Wrangler?
Oh, never. I ain't heard it in a long time from Wrangler. It's been a long while. Like,
they sell them. They sell them in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So I know people buy them. I know this, but you really don't hear it. Exactly. Not like you used to. Like, I came up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So I used to see Wrangler commercials all the time. Like, I know I've seen the old Wrangler commercials. Me and my brother had 2 Wrangler coats, and they had like the sheep fur on the inside. You know, that's what was up in the 80s. But I mean, since then, you know, you ain't hear nothing about Wrangler until now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
To me, it's a smart money move. You know, now you're gonna have these young folks wearing Wrangler jeans, and it's gonna happen. All right. Moving on. Put it in your spout. Malaysian teen got what?
Wow.
Malaysian teen got teen stuck humping metal pipe. Sparks flying circular saw used to free him from his horny hanger-on.
Yeah. That's very FUI right there.
Well, I mean, I said it was going to eventually get worse. Like, this is ridiculous.
This is a good primer for that segment already.
How the hell do you get stuck? He got stuck humping a metal pipe. This dude, like, really?
Yeah, like, really.
You couldn't find anything better to hump than a metal pipe.
I don't get how guys hump animals and inanimate objects. I don't understand those. I don't know what fires you up that much about an animal or an animate object that makes you want to pull your Johnson out and go to work on it.
Me neither. And if that's the case, like, there's some type of mental disconnect. You know, I couldn't imagine. Like, I couldn't imagine going up in a chicken. Like, that's out of my reality.
Yeah. Or seeing women go suck off a horse.
True. Not only can that be found on the most ridiculous of porn, but like where I live, like things like that actually happen.
Wow.
And I wasn't lying about the chicken part. Like, yeah. Okay, here we go. Once again. Oh man. Now that's classic. Like, before I could even read it, I just saw the "if you care." Like, reading my mind, like, really? Well, if you care. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality of it all is you may care, and then again, you may not. For anybody listening out there, if you care, and I can almost imagine like every FUI out there, I care.
Exactly.
Okay. If you care, Kendall Jenner and Ben Simmons call it quits.
Womp, womp, womp.
Right.
Who cares?
Unbelievable.
They're both
I told you,
FUIs,
man.
but who cares?
Right. I mean, is that even news? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know, those blog sites and gossip sites, anything that happens with a Kardashian or a Jenner, it becomes news. But I threw it in there because of Ben Simmons being from Louisiana. You're part of the world. And he's a sixth place on Sixers. He's a well-known NBA player who I actually did it because he's freed himself from an FUI string and strand of just a cycle of nothing. Think about all these players: Reggie Bush, Miles Austin, Chris Humphries, Tristan Thompson, now Ben Simmons. He's escaped. Tristan Thompson's still kind of in it. He ain't going nowhere fast. But at least Ben Simmons escaped the cycle for now, hopefully. He can recover and be better going forward down the road, hopefully.
Yeah. Great. Wow. Okay.
Well,
we're
up against the break here. We got to get to the break here. And folks, after this break here, I see you in the live stream talking about the emails. It's coming up next because we have some doozies for you. But have no fear. We'll pick up with the host sit down in segment 3 for your FUI listening pleasure and enrichment and enlightenment of your FUI behavior. Because all you FUIs, because Hollywood, look in the live stream. We have 590,000 people in the live stream listening to us as we speak, most of which are FUIs. So just think how excited they are to hear about their own brethren in their material.
Oh, my God. All right, so stay tuned for those emails. They're coming up next.
Yes, indeed. That's Boston Hollywood segment 1 here on your Spring FUI Report Special. Up next, after the break, email. Stick with us here, live stream, and at bossmanshow.com.
Ridiculous.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
Boston Hollywood Show FUI Report Special for the spring quarter 2019. And we have come to the segment that you FUIs love the most. I've come over the years, know you love this segment the most now for your FUIs. It's the email segment. And for the email segment, I'm going to turn to the man, Hollywood Alex. Lay out for you what you hear over the next 45 minutes to an hour of emails, and what you can expect to hear the next 45 minutes from the listeners who send in their ridiculous, goofy-ass emails for us to read over there once every quarter. Hollywood, it's on you, my brother.
This is the most ridiculous crap I've ever seen. We're live. Okay. Yeah. This is crazy. But this is what we do, so here it goes. All right. It's our first listener email. Bilal and Squeaky Knox.
Oh, Lord.
I would like to enlist in the Salvation Army. I wish you all could see how this stuff is typed. I would like to enlist, not enlist, enlist in the Salvation Army. How do I enlist in the Salvation Army? Are you aware of the the Wahores? Are you aware of the Wahores that the Salvation Army is fighting? Much love, Malik Murray at Exxon and Suburbs. Well, I don't know about the Wahores that the Salvation Army is fighting, but I know you need a Wahore with school or hooked on phonics. You need to go to war with that.
That's terrible. Like, really, the Wahores? I mean, like, my man, it's a simple word, wars, but you call it the Wahores. Really?
He needs to go to Wahore with a dictionary.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's absolutely preposterous. What the bloody hell? That is the worst. Well, I'm gonna attempt to answer his question. Okay. No, we don't know of the Wahores that the Salvation Army is fighting. Okay. We don't know how you enlist into the Salvation Army. You understand? The Salvation Army is not that type of army. The Salvation Army is the type of army that battles homelessness.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, they battle, I guess they battle not having
poverty. They battle poverty. They battle stereotypes against people who don't have that much to pour. They're about the poor and the needy. They're not about fighting a war. Unless you're talking about the war against poverty, yes. But that could be a war as they're fighting, but not the war you're talking about. And you don't, quote, enlist. You volunteer, my man. You don't enlist.
Right. You fill out a paper. Like an application.
Like, how does one get to that point that that's even a thought in their mind?
Like, you don't endless. Your ignorance is endless. Your FUIism is absolutely endless. There's no end. It goes on forever. All right.
Oh, God. That was
gain my composure back. Here's another idiot. All right. Okay. He starts off, teeth. I have issues that they can fix. I have, oh my God, cavities. I guess he's trying to say cavities. I have cavities. I need feelings in my teeth. Please assist me. Nick in Dayton, you imbecile. First of all, I don't know why you're talking about teeth. I don't know why you're talking about cavities. And yes, you already have feelings in your teeth, you idiot. I'm not going to assist you with anything, you goofball.
Like, why do you say it to us? Like, that's not something we can help you with, brother. That's Google. Or your insurance.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why. Dang that. Anyway, okay. Next one. Excuse me. Listener email. Aspen and Randall Target? What?
Jesus.
This is already bad. I have moved to a new city. Wow. Is this the same thing? I have issues with my teeth.
Back to back. Like, are you kidding me, Dick?
Do you know of any dentists in my area that can fix mine? And didn't even finish. He probably passed out. Cause you gotta be drunk to write some stupid crap.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Really? Look how you spell dentists, though. That's terrible.
Right, he spelled it like a name. Denise's.
Wow. Nick is terrible.
I mean, why? Anyway, I'm not going there. They're not gonna. The FUIs are not gonna press you're not gonna press my buttons. I'm gonna keep my calm until I read the next one. All right, here we go. Checking in South X.
Wow.
That fool said checking. There's a growing issues with these females walking around with booties of concern. Wow. What? These are the booties that are oddly configured and flat in nature. Okay. The looks of the booties of certain clan, what? Really rubs me the wrong way. The figures are pathetic. Bad booties are bad for proper eyesight production.
What? What does that even mean?
Proper eyesight production?
What does that even mean? Like, what?
So he's producing eyesight?
Dude, what?
And it's not like sight, like as in sight, GH, you know what I'm saying, GHT. It's SITE, it's a plate. A setting. Proper eyesight. So he's in the business of producing where your eye is at on your head.
Dude, what? Look how he spelled fur. Like he's like he put fur, like not fur, but fur. Like a fur coat.
Man, oh man. How can we form a coalition of proper figures, enthusiasts to shut the booties of concern, little booty matter movement? What? With the platform, oh my God. The platform that you have, we can sync up to overtake them and shut them down. Evan at Best Buy.
Really, Evan?
First of all, before I even say anything, let me spell platform out for you out there. PLAQUEFORM, not platform. Platform.
Terrible.
Okay. Now let me address this. Okay. Whatever type of booties that you're talking about, you know, that doesn't even, this is just really stupid. Like, why are you even writing us talking about booties of, he said booties of concern.
Like that, so I never heard of that before. Booties of concern. Like, what is that? Like
Right.
the BOC. We have BOC issues. Like, not some politicians like, yeah, booze are concerned. We got to make sure we get those in check. We have to pass a bill to help those booze are concerned. It's like a political thing, like a political statement or some kind of term of politicians use. Like, really?
Booties of concern. Look, we're not using our platform for that. We use our platform to expose people like you.
Exactly.
You're the talk of the day. And this is a perfect example why. Does that answer your question? Evan at Best Buy, who should not quit his day job.
You know he shouldn't.
He's sick. This dude is even sicker. I don't even know what the hell this is. Listener email. Jeremiah Ramon and McGain. What? Meganique Wise. Where did that come from? Like, where did you get that?
Exactly.
Oh, this is gonna be good here. I wish Star was here.
Oh God, that first line would make her go crazy.
I wish Star was here. I can hear her right now. Like, this is stupid. Verily, 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 I say unto you, I come in peace. I am man. What? Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am man, coming off of a negative experience with thine ex.
Oh Lord.
Thine ex that I loved and cared for. Verily, verily, I say unto you, I need you counsel in how to progress. Verily, verily, I say unto you, thou lovest her and thou missest her. Verily, verily, I say unto you, this is a quandary.
Oh, God.
Thou meetest woman at the job receptacle. The job receptacle? The princess and I formeth a bond over processes and deplorable behavior at the dungeon of healthcare, and we maketh our weekly coin or shilling. Over time, we formeth a bond you after the connection. It commenced an official declaration of connectivity. Thou began on a journey of love in which thou thinkest that we were on that leadeth to a connection between the princess and I, in which I placed thine sexual instruments in her sexual reception compartment.
Wow.
All right. Verily, verily, I say unto pathway to marriage, thou had issues with thine princess after it was unearthed that thine princess still harboreth feelings for former prince. Verily, verily, I say unto you, this broughteth issues between me and thine princess. Relations has not been the same. Thou hast hurt in thine heart and soul. What canst thou do in the interim and in the future? All I can advise
Jump in the
you,
ocean,
Johnny,
please.
all I can advise to this idiot is to stop reading so much Shakespeare.
Oh God, Sean would go crazy if she heard this email.
And this is not anybody named Johnny, man. This is Rob Zombie.
Has to be.
This is Zombie, dude. Like, really.
Because why would that come into us like this? I said, what? I said, what? I saw the email. I was like, this can't be real.
It's real. Yeah, this is the voice of reason type. I'm the voicineth reason of reasoneth.
Yeah, that sucker is dirty as hell for that email.
Yeah, dude. Because, and it's long too. So, dude, you are an FUI of the highest caliber. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go on edge and I'm going to say that this is the most FUI email I think I have ever read.
That's horrible. This email is terrible.
It is beyond. This is just jacked up. Oh, wow. Like, I got to get my bearings back after that one. Like, I'm speechless. Like,
we thought we got rid of that kind of emails and talk to us, but no.
oh, my God, dude. Like, all I'm thinking about right now is Ascot's umbrella, flip-flops, and purple shorts.
In church.
In church. Behind the organ.
Wow. Char and Woody would be going crazy right now.
They would have been like, man, you can't be serious. Just a whole damn showdown. Just forget it. This is a state of emergency.
Oh, my God. That was terrible.
You know, it was absolutely deplorable on every level. I can almost imagine it's going to get better. All right, man. That was heavy. Like, that was heavy.
Very.
Man. Okay. All right. Listener email. Jerry A, right? And
Jerry A.
Emu Dryer.
Wow.
Man. Okay. I was rocking with a shorty that I truly like. Hey!
That's
At least it's starting off.
Yeah.
That was just the first sentence. Like, and I lit up. Like, for real? I can actually read it. Okay. She really wasn't my type physically. She was 5'4", 304 pounds, I guess. Well-proportioned, top and bottom, nothing out of frame. But she was cool as hell. We hit it off over venting to each other about our relationships. I ultimately was willing to work with her. Okay, whatever. She was smuggling to shake over her ex.
Smuggling, oh God.
Man. What a disappointment. She was smuggling to shake over her ex, which created tensions between us.
Tensions? Oh, God.
If it created tensions between y'all, what's the problem?
Exactly.
Somebody getting paid. Anyway. All right. She said she loved me. I said I love her. I truly love her to agree with a solo session with me. What? Agree to it? What? Okay. We did the business.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That led to more days and nights together. Okay. Ultimately, we got into a relationship. It was good. I delegate me your thoughts. Man, Dwayne that Dylan.
Wow. That was all over the place.
Then it says after. Oh, man. It says after. Her, she thought me to love big proportions women. I put my best in her and bailed, claiming she need to work on herself. Now my 18-month pursuit is all for naught. Man. When you work at Dillard's, I mean, it was all right at first, man, and then he started going all illiterate on me.
Quickly.
Talking about, I guess he got into a relationship with some thick chick, you know what I'm saying? Peace on my BBW. And up until the smuggling to shake over X, like, I was lost.
That was like,
at least,
really, dude.
Well, I mean, we know that, you know, it created tensions between them. Pensions, like,
not tensions,
yeah,
but pensions.
Tensions.
Smuggling, not struggling, but smuggling.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, they getting their pensions. Maybe they can retire. We gonna retire this email that we just got to. Dwayne at Dillard.
Dillard, so
He saw me to love big proportions women. Man. You know what he sounds like? You know what that sounds like?
What's that?
Have you ever gotten one of those emails that tell you that you won like $500,000?
Yes.
And it's from the cotton. Right. And it's from like the Cotonou, Benin.
Yes.
Like somewhere in Africa or something.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what that sounds like.
Terrible, Dwayne.
You just know that it just reeks of fraud. Yeah. Whatever. All right. Moving on. Listener email. Oh my God. Elite Mustard in
What?
Magaloo, Trigonese.
Jesus.
Man, I'm done. I meet M-E-A-T.
Wow.
I meet this 48-year-old Wayman that works at UVerse. Not a woman. A Wayman. I thought he was talking about an old magician. Like a shaman or something. Anyway, she a manager at UVerse. Man. We begin noting each other daily.
He put delay with two Y's.
Oh my God. We can to a point to score conversion in bedroom. Oh God. I was pounding that Wayman. We take a trip to baseball game. Man, excuse me. Making me choke. We take a trip to baseball game. She was making noise about the seats and how much I pay for seats. Shouldn't she be happy at trip and be at game at not sweeting me over how much I pay for seats? I feel she uncompreciative of me and my gesture of Nixonness. I stopped speaking to her. Was this the right move? Jaron Michaels in Charleston.
Wow.
It would be the right move if you learn how to read and how to type correctly.
That would be the right move, yes.
Because I don't even know what the bloody hell you're even talking about. And if I don't know what you're talking about, I can't answer your little stupid little mealy mouth question. You know, so yeah, we're gonna move on. Sorry, Kat. Sorry, Jaron. You're an idiot. Peace. All right. Dude, please don't set me up. This is a setup.
It looks good, though.
It's a setup. It's gotta be. When was the last time that somebody actually got our name?
Never.
Do you remember?
I can't recall.
Either. It's probably happened. I just don't remember it. So something tells me either, we're gonna get zapped or read it anyway. Okay? I want y'all to listen up real carefully. Somebody's about to take me out my character. All right. Listener email, Boss in Hollywood.
Amen, about time.
All right. Look, brother, I recently had a bad experience with a young lady that met at church. I thought was cool, humble, young lady. Okay. We had 5 days of great conversation covering a multitude of topics. All right. Just for information's sake, she's 37, a MUA. I'm 40, a car salesman. She's got one son. What? She's got one son, theater to see a couple of well-known comedians. Okay. I hit her up, my typical good morning text, and adding in the ask of date, and letting her know what I had special needs and I have no kids.
What?
Yeah, you do have special needs. I thought you were different. After our 5 days of conversation, I felt things were going in the right direction. I decided to buy tickets to the comedy. Okay, gotcha. Her response was, sounds nice, but I've already been there 3 times this year. All I said was, gotcha, and I never hit back again. I feel like it's a comedy theater. You might have been there 3 times this year, but you saw different acts. So I'm shut down because where previous men took you and it didn't work out. She reached out and called me fake, petty, and snakish. How am I those for deciding to move on for her BS? Reggie. Wow. Wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. Okay. Maybe you can elaborate on that a little bit, boss man. I'm going to sum that up.
Yeah, Reggie. So basically what you're saying is you and a chick met at church, so y'all hit it off pretty well. You want to take her to the comedy theater. She said she's been there 3 times this year. You got mad because you feel like it's different acts with the comedy show. She's been with other guys that didn't work out. She shut you down too. Well, I think in that regard, Hollywood, I would put my foot down and move on too, because if I'm trying to take you out on a date to a comedy theater, yeah, you might be there 3 times, but you all seen different acts. I agree with him in that regard. And first of all, you just accept the date. It's a comedy show. He's trying to take you, you're having a great time on the phone. But if he lets her dictate to him the date terms that early, he'll never get to have it. He'll never have to pick another date again. She'll say, we're going here, and he'll be a sucker. So I feel he had to put his foot down and move on to keep any integrity that he has, or dignity that he has. But to me, it was the right move. She should have just been cool about it because it was a comedy. If it was like Chili's or something like that, or some old Charlie's or something, I get that. Now I would be like, okay, let's go somewhere different. But a comedy theater, said a different comedian, nah, I can't go with that. So yeah, I'm good with him moving on for her.
Yeah, I can definitely dig that. I could care less if you went to the comedy club to see Earthquake last month. Okay, if we're going back to the comedy club to see Chris Tucker, and I think that's, coming off of that, I think that's going to be a good date, and that's where I'm taking you. Shouldn't you just be grateful that I'm taking you?
Exactly.
We're going out on a date, you understand? And if you didn't have any input, when I told you we were going to the comedy club, don't be salty about it now. Because, of course, you have to know beforehand. Because a good guy is going to prepare for a date. And I can only speak for myself, you know what I'm saying? I always, when I went on a date, I always planned my dates out. I planned them out. You understand? And I would expect that women would expect that from a man, is for the man to plan out the date. And the objective is for the woman to just relax and not have to worry about anything but enjoying the date. Her objective is to get done up, to go through her day, to have a good day getting done up, pedicure, manicure, whatever she does, getting her hair did, this, that, and the third, finding the outfit, whatever she wants to do, but I'm going to plan the date. You understand what I'm saying?
And you're going to pay for it.
And I'm going to pay for it, of course. Because that's me. And I would think that that's any respectable young man, you know what I'm saying, to pay for the date. You know what I'm saying? You're not a sucker because you want to be a gentleman. You understand? But at the same time,
he would be a sucker if she planned a date and he had to pay what she planned. That would be a sucker move.
Yes.
Right. And that's what he's trying to avoid, I think.
Right. And you mean to tell me you're going to air out on me because you've been to the comedy club a bunch of times? What if I had never been?
Exactly.
I mean, it's still a date, right? We're still going to go eat. We're still going to do this, that, and the third. And he's absolutely correct. You understand? You may have went to see Thus and So back in the game at the comedy club. But of course, with every comedian, you understand is a different personality. Therefore, they're going to bring a different vibe of funniness to that comedy club. You understand? You're not going to always see the same people doing their routine at the same comedy club. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, she should be grateful, you know, that he actually planned out the date. And it could be a good date if she just plays her position correctly.
Exactly.
But she did not. So now you done turned that cat off, and he's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? I just planned a date to go to the comedy club. You know what I'm saying? And we going to eat, and we going to laugh, and it's whatever. And now you done ruined that. That's a red flag. So now I got to go, and I'm with him. Yep. I'm with him. So Reggie, even though you're a dingbat, you know, you sent the email, you know, and even though it was much better than a lot of the emails that we've seen, you're still an FUI. You're still a dingbat. So there you have it. All right. Here we go. Leonard in Darrell, Kentucky. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, man, this is going to be good. I met this damn near 50 broad on the date app. That's the first mistake. Me and Shorty vibe good. Vibe so good that on day 2, outing 1, we hit the sports bar and I take her back to the spot and beat her ancient box up, dropping all the...
What?
Dropping all the cream in her. What? UANLAN. What is this dumb crap? Man, I can't read that. Gonna try and repeat that predicament to his box. She actually come see her at night Walmart job. I did on tree oxen.
Jesus.
Set up future dates, cleanse, fill through. Okay. I got frustrated with her. Well, you know what? I'm getting frustrated with you. Okay. I spoke my mind. She said the first night shouldn't have happened, and she wasn't going to let it happen again, and that she just wanted to be friends. I see FUB. I see the FUB and hung up this BF up. Mario from Jungle in Chicago. Man, you're making my city look bad.
Very much so.
Like, you're an idiot. Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm going to side with the chick on this one. And it's not for the reason that you might think. It's just because I'm siding with her because she had enough brains in her head to say that she just wanted to be friends. That's it. That's it. She wants to be friends.
And he couldn't take no more of that. He said, "No, I'm not." He's thinking, "I'm going from the box zone to being in the friend zone. I'm out." Get frustrated, old Mario. But at least she was honest with him. You know,
he's a dingbat. Dude, really? You just threw this predicament?
Yeah, that is terrible.
Man, dude. Whatever, man. Okay.
Repudiate.
Wait a minute. Where's that at?
We're for predicament. Predicament.
Reputation. Reputation. That's what that fool said.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. Anyway, yeah, but congratulations to the chick though, because you ain't gonna be able to communicate if you can't understand what the hell he's saying. I'm pretty sure he talks like this. Huh?
He probably does. You're correct.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. All right, here we go. Lawrence in Hollywood.
Really?
Lawrence. Anyway, okay. Lawrence in Hollywood. I think this sucker foul. Old chick I talked to that worked at the hospital. We met when I went to visit a sick family member. We hit it off before hitting happy hours here and there, you dig? Chick said she wants to go on a weekend excursion conversion. Shoot, I was down with that. But damn, the vibe was smoother. The vibe was smoother and shot when she said we ain't having no relation. She said that we be in separate rooms, so she wants me to pay for a trip to separate hotel rooms, treat, and I get no love. Hell no. I kicked it to the curb and said, I ain't no sucker. I'm doing all that and I get no payoff. What's the word, brother? Talk to me, Bankhead in Dallas. Take it away,
email considering all things. It's a pretty good email considering all things.
Woo. I would have still, if you're a real player, you could still go. You know what I'm saying? And if she ain't trying to, I'm just telling you what I'd probably do. I mean, I'd still go, and I'd be doing me. You can go in your little separate room, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do me, and you're gonna hate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because I'm not gonna stop my good time because but that's all. That's all you. You know what I'm saying? They're friends apparently. They said they've been kind of hitting it off, but that's not promising anything. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, in my experience, we are not together until there's some type of verbal agreement between both of us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're not together. We're single until we can get these terms of agreement together. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm going on this excursion conversion, as he says, you know what I'm saying, and she switches a lane, it's not going to be any sweat off my back, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a player about mine. You know what I'm saying? So don't be looking goofy, you know what I'm saying, if, we go out and kick it and somebody's filling me out. It's going to be what it's going to be. It could have been you. But, that's not what you wanted. So I'm going to respect that, and you respect me.
Amen to
that. It is what it is. This is a friendship. You know what I'm saying? I just got a chick. I dig her, of course. We like each other. But, for right now, this seems like friend zone stuff. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no verbal agreements. We're not talking about no committed relationship. I didn't hear none of that. I just heard hit it off. Cats hit it off with chicks every day. That don't mean they gonna get the draws.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. But it is what it is. What's your take, man?
I'm thinking my man he should have played it out. Saw what happened. But he pulled out quick. I can't fault him, though. He didn't want to put no effort into it, spend no money if he wasn't guaranteed. So I get that aspect of it, too. But I'm like, I would play it out and see what I could pull it off. Because I have confidence in myself to pull something off.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have rolled the dice, maybe.
Right. That monkey ain't gonna stop no show. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I'm not gonna, if I'm really going on the trip, we going on the trip together as friends, I'm not gonna pull myself out because, you know, you don't want to make a move, or it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force, I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing, and I ain't tripping over nothing. We're out here to have a good time. So if having a good time consists of me meeting somebody, you know, out here while we kicking it and we really hit it off and we do whatever, that ain't none of your business. You gonna know about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is until you make a move. Until there's that communication. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, that's what's up. Or we really kicking it like that. Or there's some kind of vibe like that. You understand that we both picking up on, like, yeah, this is what we gonna do. But I guess she had already made it established that it wasn't gonna be nothing, right?
I think it was Smoop. She put it out there already, and he wasn't willing to test it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I feel like if we're out here together, we're out of a different town together, me and you, all you got is me. So
right.
Are you really gonna not give it to me if I make the right move? I feel like he had advantages to test her theory, but he didn't do it because he didn't want to spend that money because it wasn't guaranteed.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is that could go, I mean, it could go either way. But the thing is I'm not going to sell myself short by saying screw it. I'm going to go have fun, you know what I'm saying? Because anything could happen, you know what I'm saying? And if that don't happen, I'm going to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I can make something shake. You know, to where even if she don't make a move, you're still going to be winning. But, you know, just saying.
Now, Hollywood, we're up against the break here, so we're going to save that last email for segment 3. We got up against the break here, people. This was the main email segment. We got one more to go. Next segment, we'll do this email, then we'll start off with a whole sit down with the material for you in segment. This is going to be a longer break than last break, okay? It'll be double the break we had the previous segment, so we'll be back double the time we was away last segment, so stick with us on live stream. I appreciate all you guys checking us out here at live stream and BossmanShow.com. This is the email segment. We got one bonus one in segment 3 after the break. Boston Hollywood. Stick with us here on the Boss Man Show, Boss Radio Network, people. Live stream. We out.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
Show, segment 3, FUI report, first of 2 this spring. This segment is going to go like this. We're going to finish up the last email we got. We're going to recap the emails. start off with material and whole sit down, and then wrap up the show with about 5 minutes to go. We'll wrap up and recap the show and prepare you for June 26th. Same setup, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on live stream. Same setup we got tonight will happen June 26th. We'll set you up for that end of this segment. So Hollywood, trying for you to read off this final email from the email segment we had left over, and then we'll recap them after we reread this email from this imbecile Edge in Columbia.
Right. All right, folks. Welcome back to the Bossman in Hollywood show, and we're going to read you this final email from this listener right here. Yeah. And it goes a little something like this. Jazz in the Hamilton Arsenal.
Really? Sounds like a band.
That's exactly what that sounds like. We play a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll. Okay. It's some new can of crazy out here. Okay. Fat, juicy, broad, 4-6, refried meal latte.
Oh, God.
What does that even mean?
I think you meant retired military, but you put refried meal latte.
Who? Oh.
Retired military. You put refried meal latte.
Refried meal latte. What an idiot. She say not attached to me, but we can go on dates and see if we vibe. She say she single as fuck. Huge. That's how I have it spelled. F-U-C-H, really?
Yeah.
If that's the case, I see why. If that's the case, we not on higher ground. If I'm attached to her, we not on higher ground.
Stevie
She not
Wonder, ain't it?
attached to me. Why I drive 60 miles, okay, in care to see her when she not attached to me. Okay. I turn her down. She say my loss. No, I think I win. Tell me the truth. Thanks. Edge in Columbia. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth is that you're an idiot. When you say there's some new can of crazy out here, that's the only part I agreed with. And you're the first person I thought of when you said that. We were only 2 sentences in. So what does that tell you?
Exactly.
Right? Okay. She say she not attached.
You mean attracted, maybe?
I thought, I don't know what I thought. She not attached to me. But we can go on date and see if we. Well, I'm attached to her. She not attached to me. So he's gonna beat her down with an axe handle or something, but she doesn't want to do the same thing to him. So why does he drive 60 miles in care to see her when she doesn't want to attack him with an axe handle?
Clown.
Right. I turn her down. She say, my loss. No, I think I win. No, I think you lose. At least on this show. That's the truth.
That's terrible.
That was painful. That wasn't even funny. It was just painful.
Very painful. So, before we get to the material, so Hollywood, what are your thoughts on tonight's 9 plus this one email from Edge? What are your thoughts on tonight's email segment of all we've done over the years? This had to be one of the weirdest, longest email and worst ones I've ever heard in my life.
They flat out suck. I mean, it's become a tradition over the years that we get these emails sent to us, like I say, every show, and they get worse and worse. They get more and more indecipherable. You know, that was pretty bad. We don't know. We don't know why they chose to do it that way, but that's just what they do. And we don't stop it. We read it. Just like we were reading the emails back in the game when they were just regular emails. You know? And over the years, they've taken a turn for the worse. And that's why we call this the FUI report.
Yeah.
Because that's who's here. I mean, that's who's here. And that's who is sending the email. They do it on purpose. They do it for me to read it. But the difference between me and them is I'm in FUI. I'm not in FUI. I'm just reading FUI material.
Yes.
I get this material firsthand from the FUIs who admit that they're actually FUI.
Yes, they do. Every show they admit. Every show. Every show.
You understand? And I believe that FUIs, they need to be shown love too. So I read it for them. Because if I don't, who is? Right?
Exactly. We're giving them a platform, Hollywood. A platform.
Yes, a platform. You know what I'm saying? To really show us their stuff and let us know how effed up they truly are. Man alive. But you know, just like I said, they never cease to say. I mean, look, they don't disappoint. They don't
Worse
disappoint.
was Ron Zombie's email, or Johnny,
or
K.
Lord.
Ron Zombie,
AKA right, Ron Zombie. I think I said Rob Zombie, Ron Zombie. Right. That was
Verily, I say unto you, you know where that came from, man. That's like, come on, dude, really? The D's and dials and dimes, you know we hate that crap.
Right. That's not how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't Midsummer Night's Dream. You know what I'm saying? This is not the freaking Raven. Just stop. But anyway, that's crazy. Yeah.
Hell of a segment.
Oh my God! Like, those were horrible. Like, we had some good ones, but man, like, those were horrible. But anyway, we can't expect anything less than what they give us. That's what they do, man. They're the FUIs, man. You know what I'm saying?
They give us their material.
Oh yeah, and they keep us in business. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like and we give them a platform. That's what we do.
Yes, indeed.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, like, so what are we doing? We're going back to...
Getting back to the material. We're at Ho Sit Down.
Okay, yeah, I see that. All right. Ho Sit Down. North Carolina elementary teacher resigns after threatening to shoot up her school.
FUI.
Like, she was actually allowed to resign?
You know she's full of that mayo. They get privileges.
Oh, yeah, you already know. You already know. That's how that's going down. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no teacher just gonna be like, yeah, I'm about to shoot up this whole school. And not at least get the police called on. You understand? Police have been called on us for lesser. Ordering a burger. Tying our shoes. Selling a Lucy. You
Reading a book in the car.
Right. I mean, you name it. You understand? Having a barbecue in the park. Just walking on your street. Being parked on the street. We could do this all day. She actually threatened to shoot up the school. Okay? And ain't nobody called the cops. Gotcha. All right. VHS tape installation. Jada Pinkett Smith once had an unhealthy relationship with porn. Persistently pressed rewind on skin flicks. Once had an unhealthy relationship.
She bought plenty
Her
out.
doggone
Going
fingerprint
off
is...
to the rabbit out lot. Fulfill her
What?
needs. Or her
You
rubber
know how they
dog.
got the you know how they got the like the fingerprint scanner?
Mm-hmm.
She has one that's permanent.
Very permanent.
What? I'm not. You know, her and Will and Jada don't have the typical marriage that everybody has, like, or a lot of people have. They're kind of out the box, you know. So I can understand, but you know, sometimes, you know, that could be a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, you know what I'm saying, wanting to see some porn and the likes of cats like Wesley Pipes.
Or Mr. Marcus. Or Brian Pumper.
Giving them the business. Oh, see, here it is. Check this out. Sappy wife, happy life. Will Smith reacts to Jada Pinkett's admission of prune-fingered porn addiction on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Prune finger.
It's funny. Prune-fingered. That is ridiculous. Okay, it's a wrap. Carly Red's fiance says he's ending their engagement over this inappropriate Instagram Live with Moneybag Yo. Who is that?
Moneybag Yo sings Big Stacks.
Oh, God.
And Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and her fiance, Arkansas Mo. Moneybag Yo invited her to a show in D.C. She said she'll come twerk some at the show. And he saw that and he said, I'm done.
So they had gotten, yeah, they did. I watched it. They got back together. Kind of patched it up.
But now she's saying she only twerk something for Moneybag Yo at his show. And now it's back off again.
Well, she didn't want, I mean, I don't think she wanted that in the first place. She
Carly wants Young Jock still.
Right. But she always, I mean, but Carly likes to play a lot of I'm remedial type games. You know what I'm saying?
She is
like, she's another one. Like, right. You know, it's like when you see, like, for instance, when I'm watching the show and I see her pop up, I automatically go, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know there'll be some mess.
Right. It's like that's almost all you're worth right now is mess. And looking goofy when people call you out on it. Then it goes left. It is, man, it's just stupid already. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I mean, that's all you want to be known for is mess?
I think so. That's what keeps her bills paid. Being messy and starting mess. Because before this, she was a nobody before this show. She was nobody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't know who she was. At all. Okay. All right. Anything for clout. Connecticut fugitive will surrender only if he gets 15,000 likes on Facebook wanted poster.
It wouldn't be afforded to one of us.
Dude, for real. Connecticut fugitive will surrender only if he gets 15,000 likes on Facebook wanted poster. Man.
The joys of being
anyway.
white.
Like, seriously, they would have found, man, they would have found me before I could even pick my phone up.
Exactly.
It was just appeared out of nowhere. It just materialized out of nowhere. And then I would have got shot. They would have shot me first. Anyway. Come on, sis. Georgia woman swindled out of $80,000 in a single week by big tooth chopper student scammer.
Yes. Right here in
How
our
they know he
backyard.
had big teeth?
Well, look at his
Oh,
picture.
seriously?
Look at his picture. He got some chompers on him. It happened in Duluth, Georgia, in Gwinnett County, but they found him in Franklin, Tennessee, hiding at a Marriott under a table in a conference room.
What?
And he's a black man, too.
Oh, Lord. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
That's pretty unbelievable. In a single week, a big tooth chopper-suited scammer. All right. Shake my head. We're going to try to get in as many as we can. Penn State professor using Uber as side gig accused of kidnapping women passengers.
Wow.
And truth be told, we've been hearing a lot more and more about the dark side of Uber. Should I call it that? Yeah. You know, as far as people getting robbed, and I'm talking about on both sides of the fence. You know, on top, the Uber drivers and passengers. We've been hearing about Uber drivers jacking people, or just like this one, kidnapping folks. And then, of course, we hear about passengers jacking drivers, beating up the drivers. You know, all I know is I ain't doing no darn Uber. I'm not above it. I just ain't doing it. Especially not out here where I am. Because the shenanigans are real.
Exactly.
You understand? And I won't hesitate to pull a shenanigan of my own if need be. And I think you all can read in between the lines. Right?
They should be able to.
Huh?
They should be able to, but we're just talking, remember, we're talking FUIs. They might get a little bit lost in translation.
Yeah, look it up. All right, Cry Me a River. Oh, Lord. Teen mom star Janelle Evans. White woman weeps after being called out by Nessa over anti-Colin Kaepernick post.
White
Who
people
still
don't know
watches Teen Mom?
Losers, jabronis, Michael Cole.
Like, really? I don't even see how this is a story. Like, who is Janelle Evans? I don't watch Teen Mom. I used to, when it was a new show, like, when it was a new show, I think we saw a couple of episodes of it, but, like, it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who still actually watches Teen Mom.
I didn't know it was even a
Like,
thing.
if you want to see Teen Mom, huh?
I didn't know it was even still a thing. I didn't know it still came on MTV. I didn't know, no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, because, like, for us, if we want to see Teen Mom, we can go right down the block.
For sure.
And I can see a heinous episode of Teen Mom almost every day. You understand? Like, that ain't hard. So I don't even know how it's... All right. Here we go. Gratitude is the attitude. Lil Nas X copped a Maserati sports car for Billy... Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
For Billy Ray Cyrus to thank him for Old Town Road. Awesome. Doing numbers. I probably wouldn't have bought him, but I'm still doing numbers. Yeah, just like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's the time. There's a chance for Billy Ray Cyrus to come back up. You know what I'm saying? After his permit, and if he did right with it, I'm pretty sure he's good. You know, especially with the success of his song, which still gets airplay on those old country stations.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Got him a Maserati. All right, pop out. Colin Kaepernick celebrated with Warriors after sweeping Portland. It's good that Colin Kaepernick is getting out.
Yeah, very good.
Well, you just don't hear, I mean, you're not really hearing nothing about him. But anyway, we have a clout caper. Instagram fashion influencer arrested for $50,000 credit card fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I ought to get some plastic surgery to. He wanted some cakes, and I don't want to even think about that. But he wanted some cakes.
Oh my God!
Exactly. That's why I don't even go any further than
Right.
that.
Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. Fear of queer. Trash ass Alabama Public Television bans Arthur episode that depicts gay wedding. Oh, come on, man.
I know, right?
I don't know about that, man. Like, I guess I should. It's almost like, what are you showing kids to actually watch Arthur?
I don't want to expose my kids to that at that age, to be honest with you. I'm going to say the non-politically correct thing. I don't want to have my kids seeing that at that age. I think that's okay. I'm just being real. I'm not about to be PC about this. I don't agree with the lifestyle. I don't agree with the lifestyle. If it's just what you do, fine. I don't agree with the lifestyle. I don't want that. I don't want my kid to see that. I think that's okay. And that's how nature's supposed to go. It's not. So you love who you love. You can do what you want to do, but don't mean I have to want my kid to see that or be that. But do you?
Right. Right, and that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Me, I have no problem with them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are you and I am me. You understand? Now, I choose not to entertain that. You understand? And I would rather, for young children, if they can be educated, if I can educate them somehow concerning that at the right time, that's fine. But I do not want my children indoctrinated, you understand, into a specific lifestyle.
Exactly.
I don't want them to be brainwashed. You understand? Children are easily influenced, of course. You understand? It's like you see all these videos with these children emulating their parents. Well, that's what they do. Linda. You understand? Kids are very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? So I personally, as a parent, do not want my children to be indoctrinated in a lifestyle that I would deem contrary to what I believe, or whatever the case may be. When they get of age to understand it, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
When they get to the age where they can understand those types of walks of life and make, and do accordingly, fine. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want my children indoctrinated by not only that, but anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to love my children regardless. You understand? If that's a path that they choose, just like church, if they find God, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, I'm going to support them on that. I'm going to love them regardless. I might not agree, but I'm going to support them because that's my child. You understand? But I just don't want any indoctrination. I want them to find their own path to wherever and make a serious decision, you know what I'm saying, on what path to choose based on their maturity.
Yeah, you should.
You know what I'm saying?
Little kids seeing that, because little kids are already gravitating to each other. Like boys hang with boys, girls hang with girls already at a young age because they not used to each other in the opposite sex. So then you're going to amplify that by 10 by showing, this is why I need to be with.
Right.
No, I'm not down with
that. Yeah, that's I mean, they even have people that is like, what's the problem? I mean, like, what have they not already seen in the first place? But that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Kids see too much as is nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not good. Surgical sorcery woes. Cardi B cancels concert over knifed up tummy and today complications. Oh, God. She went back. What did she go under the knife for now?
To suck up all the baby fat and get herself looking just right after the baby.
That's what exercise is for. It's not like she was huge in the first place.
You know, a lot of these these women in the rap game, they had a baby that they go get the fat sucked out and go get knifed up and have to bounce right back. Like you don't lose that baby weight all the way fast. They're getting surgery, and it's, to me, they're beating the system. It's not gonna make them look worse when they get older.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, off this, but you know, it's just like with the plastic surgery. You understand what I'm saying? When I see a lot of these stars of music, film, and what have you go and have a procedure done to their face, and they know they should not have done anything, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so many black women that have went off and tried to do the trendy Caucasoid thing. You understand? With this recreation of their facial features or whatever. You understand? That they're almost unrecognizable from the beauty that they were before. You know what I mean?
Way jacked up.
I'm talking about, and I'm not saying any names, but I'm telling you, we've had a plethora of women who have, I'm talking about, jacked themselves up. And I'm talking about these women were beautiful before even having one procedure. And it makes me think to myself, why? Why would you risk going through a procedure that would make you, that basically defeats the purpose of what you tried to do in the first place? You mean to tell me you came out looking worse than when you went in? You mean to tell me you came out looking worse, you understand, than the beautiful that you was before you even went under the knife? And you mean to tell me you're happy with those results? Like, dude, like, they got some chicks who went in beautiful and came out looking like Skeletor, like real talk. And that's what's up. I'll pass.
Same here.
All right, man. Let me see. All right. Making it rain on them hoes. Black strippers in Mississippi awarded $3.3 million in discrimination case against Janky Soup Cookie Club owner. Janky Soup Cookie Club owner. Well, congratulations, ooh. y'all really making it rain.
And they're making it rain for Mr. Sippy, right? That's what the man said his name was at first. Mr. Sippy.
Yeah. I remember that. That was classic. Mr. Sippy. Yeah, he's a FUI legend right there. That's a lot of money. $3.3 million. Okay. How many strippers? Like, who gonna be fighting over what?
It was 6
all
of
I see
them.
is a turkey bass to come.
It was 6 of them in the
Yeah.
case. 6 of them.
Okay. They gonna be fighting over that. I said some most. Whatever. Yay Sports. Moderately messy. Magic Johnson airs out loose lip Lakers. GM Rob Pelinka on ESPN's First Take. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
Yes, he was telling everything. He was snitching. What he was doing was snitching on everybody.
Oh, you snitching?
Yeah, Rob backstabbed me. Rob said I wasn't at work. Rob said I'm lazy. Rob said I'm this, and Rob said I'm that. That's what he was doing. Like a whiny little girl.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna take my homeboy's word for it. Matthew
With his no talking and tweaking ass.
Right. You gonna get the rim. What? The hell? Anyway. Now look, dude. Oh God. Here's one that I'm gonna talk about. Okay. Not it. Foxy Brown gets booed off stage again after lackluster performance during Candy's tour. Now, I actually saw that. Okay? And it was really sad. It was sad. It was sad. Look, okay, if you can't hear, maybe you should just get real with yourself and hang it up.
Exactly.
If you really can't hear. Because that's kind of what it sounded like. It sounded like she could not hear. And the performance was just god awful. You know, sometimes, nobody's going to criticize you for hanging it up. You've always got bass. You've always got overseas if you're able to hear the actual track. But if you can't hear, oh man. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe you need to hang it up. But this happened. It happened previously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Foxy Brown.
All right.
Retired, honey. Retired.
Yes. I think it's about that time. And I love Foxy Brown. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to go out. I was going to say go out on top, but sometimes you got to go out in the middle towards the bottom. All right. Sally Mae West. Black billionaire Robert F. Smith pays off student loans for entire Morehouse graduating class of 2019. And I saw that. They had now this is true. They had some women who were actually complaining about that. Like, yeah, his wife is white. So basically, it was a slap in the face to us black women. That's why he just paid those men's tuitions off. Okay? Somebody dialed 911. Where's whiny Mandela? They got a whole bunch of millionaires, black millionaires and billionaires that have married white women. We don't know why, other than the obvious. I mean,
it gets them to the
you're not
country
gonna stop
clubs,
that.
okay? It gets them into those white
Right.
areas they can't usually get into. With them being like,
it's like
it's just a symbol.
it's a pass key.
Yeah.
It's a pass key. I mean, I don't. There's nothing really to figure out here. But you're making yourself look stupid by just complaining. You know what I'm saying? He paid off them brothers' tuition. I'd be happy. These brothers done came up thousands of dollars like in a 2-hour ceremony. It is what it is. All right. Let me see. All right. F. Dem Fraps. Bigoted barista at Florida Starbucks called cops on black man for using the bathroom. Ooh.
That's supposed to be a surprise. Where was that at where the two guys got the cops called on them just for waiting on somebody at Starbucks?
In Philadelphia.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a surprise. You understand? I mean, here's my thing. We tried so hard as black people to fit in with the white hoi polloi that we basically make a fool out of ourselves trying to do it. So instead of owning our own businesses and circulating our own black dollar, we try to go off and chill at these places where they don't want us in the first place, and then things like this happen. Smarten up. Start your own business. Okay? And then there's another problem. Even when we attempt to start our own businesses, it's almost as if black folks won't even support their own. So it's almost a never-ending struggle. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, plans for businesses to be owned by blacks is almost being discouraged from the jump because we don't like to support our own. But we like to get on Facebook and be like, don't support this or that and the other. Well, are you going to support me? Now I got to step out on faith instead of being sure. Not that stepping out on faith is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be absolutely sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that my people are going to support me. And then we won't have to worry about going to Starbucks and getting the police called on us because we're there, simply existing. That was frustrating. All right.
This will be the last one, Hollywood. The Lamar Odom will be the last one. We got to wrap up here in like 5 minutes. So it'll be the last one. This is Lamar Odom.
It is bad. The D ain't me. Lamar Odom says use a prosthetic. That's right. Oh, God. Use a prosthetic penis to pass drug test for the 2004 Olympics. Yeah, I heard of that, and if that's the case, that is really pitiful.
Yes, it is pitiful.
That's pitiful. That's almost as bad as what was that basketball team where the dude was like snorting the cocaine?
Oh,
I'm trying to remember.
Indiana Pacers, Tyreek Evans.
Yes, and he's like geek standing with the president. And then he finally revealed that he was high at that championship game.
Yep. That's embarrassing.
It's almost as bad as that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it just makes you a fraud. You're fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm glad he told the truth, but dude, that makes it look bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best thing to do is to keep it to yourself, and if you want to bring it out in your memoirs or whatever, in due time, then do so. But this Lamar Odom needs prayer. Okay, that's it, bro.
In Hollywood, we got a few minutes to go. What were your thoughts on tonight's material from 71 and 73 tonight?
Well, it's horrible, as it should be.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, how much of a good time would we actually have if there were actual good news?
Correct.
You know, the FUI report doesn't revolve around quote unquote good news. We revolve around FUI activity. And FUI activity almost always is not positive.
Correct.
That's why they're called FUIs. I mean, they do just messed up stuff. We're not saying that they're not positive people. At times, we're just saying the stuff that they do is just really not very smart.
Amen to that.
And we report on it. We report on it. And that's what we do. Unbelievable.
Very
I got a
much so.
headache.
Very much so, well, folks. This was the first part of our two-part series for the spring. We'll be back June 26th, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We'll bring you 3 segments, 2 of material, 1 of emails, and it will be horrible. So while we're away the next 4 weeks, feel free to email us at info@bossmanshow.com. Catch the show at bossmanshow.com. We're also on all kind of apps, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast, Red Circle, Radio Public. We got a lot of platforms to pick up the show now, so check us out. And check us out on social media, Boss Man Show as well. Hollywood is always my good brother. Great job, great show. I can't wait for June 26th to do this again with you, my brother.
Yep, it's going to go down again. It's going to go down again. We're going to have more of what you're looking for. That's FUI activity. That's jacked up emails. That's our names getting jacked up. That's people acting a fool, which is basically what this whole thing is about. So thank you for listening. And until next time, this is the FUI Report with the Boss Man in Hollywood Alley. We're Ghost.
Peace.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.